Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Failing YouTuber Marvin. Now, half of you guys today into the YouTube gameplay. The gameplay you guys are going to be watching in the background today is a 106-16 gameplay on the map Nuketown. I think it's in the game mode Hardpoint on Black Ops 3, and if you guys were thinking this is my gameplay, you are very wrong. If you think that after I run in place and then lag off the map after 30 seconds of trying to run out of the spawn, that I got that gameplay, no, you're wrong. This is my friend's gameplay, guys. His name is Psycho King. That's his name on YouTube. I know him as Michael. He's a pretty good friend of mine. He's a kind of funny guy sometimes. Sometimes he's kind of a dickhead, but he's kind of funny. He has like 44 subs, but I'll link him in the description. Get him to the magic number 69, guys. If you guys want to, maybe you could just go to his channel, leave some tips for him. I noticed he had some problem with his commentaries, you know, the background music too loud and stuff. Maybe you guys could just go over there, let him know what's wrong, let him know how he can improve his videos. You know, for a gameplay like that, he got like 3 likes and 20 views. Like, you know, at least for that gameplay, I think he deserves a little bit more than that. You know, on this channel, though, you're seeing that gameplay with my commentary, my beautiful commentary behind it. Hopefully, you guys think the commentary is beautiful. But anyway, we're going to get right into this here. Today, I'm going to be doing a series that I kind of ended a while ago, but I didn't really end it. I just, you know, took a break from it, I guess. The series that I'm talking about is called Rated YouTuber. So the last one I did, the last Rated YouTuber video I did, got like 33 likes and 200-something views, a little over 200 views, which isn't too bad overall, but 33 likes really isn't that much. Compared to the ratings I normally get, that's not really good feedback. You guys, for the most part, don't seem to be enjoying it too much, you know, if that makes any sense. I did FaZe Jev as the first episode, and it got like 40-something likes. I did this YouTuber named Navelo on the second one. He has like 4K subs. And it did fairly well, but I feel like if I make this more of a tips series, it's just not that entertaining for you guys. I mean, it seemed like it was a nice thing to do, giving tips to people, but you guys don't find it very entertaining, and, you know, it's better to entertain a good 200 to 300 people than to be giving tips to one person, I feel like, in my videos anyway. I guess giving tips is something I should do personally. So, I've gotten a lot of requests to do Ali-A, so I'm going to be rating Ali-A today, and if you guys don't know, he has the biggest Call of Duty channel. He's the biggest channel out there that posts Call of Duty on a regular basis, I'm pretty sure anyway, and I don't know if I'm going to be continuing this series. It really depends on how many likes I get, because the last one didn't do very well, obviously. So, first of all, I just wanted to say his channel banner does say #1 Call of Duty channel in the world. Subscriber-wise, yes. Statistic-wise, yes. Quality-wise, I don't agree with that. You guys might. I personally don't. I'll be getting into that in a little bit here. But first of all, I want to cover the things we'll be rating him on. So, it's possible to get 10 points for fan interaction. The rest are worth 7, and I'm going to be listing those off now. The rest are skill, sense of humor, upload consistency, effort, personality, diversity, and I also just added in today design and editing skill. And just like, you know, editing videos overall. I feel like I left those out in the last Rated YouTuber videos I did, and it's something that's, you know, worth mentioning. So, fan interaction, you guys might be surprised by this. I'm actually going to give him a 9 out of 10. So, you guys might think, you know, he's a big YouTuber. He doesn't really reply to comments. Oh, all big YouTubers are the same. They're all corrupt. They don't reply to comments. And no, he doesn't really reply to comments. He might have replied to one. I scrolled through a good 200 comments on a random video of his, and he didn't reply to any. But guys, you gotta remember, this man has 7 million something odd subscribers. I'm not entirely sure of the exact count. It's really close to 8 million. He can't reply to every comment. If I had 7 million subscribers, I couldn't reply to every comment. I reply to every comment because I have under 2K. I've got nothing. I mean, not nothing, but you know what I mean. I have a small channel. It's not that hard to reply to all comments. If you're getting thousands of comments on a video, you can't reply to every single one. It's just, I mean, you could, but it would literally, he'd be spending all of his time every day replying to comments. He wouldn't even be able to make videos. But now, I looked at his Twitter, and he was replying to people. I mean, somebody tweeted him a picture. I don't know if this was fan art. It was some kind of artwork. It looked like a face of something. I'm really not sure what it was, but he responded saying sick, you know, he was complimenting the guy and stuff. And, you know, he was retweeting people tweeting out about his t-shirts and stuff, which, I mean, that doesn't really surprise me. They're, you know, spending money, and he's getting money from it, you know. They're buying his merchandise. Of course, he should retweet it naturally, but, you know, that's a good thing that he's doing it. He's interacting with people. Somebody tweeted him saying, hey, you should play CSGO on this new PC he got, and he actually responded saying, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and he's probably saying he's gonna make a video on it or something. One way or the other, he has 1.6 million followers on Twitter, and he's still interacting and trying to reply to people, so that's a good thing. I can appreciate that. Skill, I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 7, so he's a fairly good player. He has like a 3 KD, I think I saw that in the combat record video he had, and he does overall pretty well. He posts live gameplay, which is a little bit harder than regular commentaries. It's not the hardest thing on earth, because it's live gameplay. You do bad, you can always retry. It's not like a live stream, where if you get screwed over, you're just, you know, people are gonna see you're doing bad. I feel like he averages somewhere around a 3 or 4 KD for each game he plays live, and naturally, you pick your better games live. But I don't want to give him a 7 out of 7 simply because he's not a pro player. I don't feel like he's good enough to be a pro player. I don't think he could compete with pros, which is basically the case with any pub stomper, even like the really good pub stompers. If you put them up against pros, they're going to get destroyed. That's just kind of how it is. Trust me, guys, pro players are on a whole new level. I don't know if there's any real pros I wouldn't give a 7 out of 7, to be completely honest with you. Sense of humor, I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 7, so, you know, nice try, bud. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys, but honestly, a 4 out of 7 I feel like is fair. He's really not that funny of a guy, in my opinion. He doesn't really tell a bunch of jokes, and I can understand it. I can see where he's coming from with not telling any messed up jokes, really, you know, not trying to be offensive or inappropriate, because, you know, he has a lot of little kids watching him. Tons of little kids watch this guy. You know, if you're making messed up jokes, and oftentimes you have to make it messed up to be funny, then, you know, it's not going to be a good thing, because the little kids watch it, and their moms hear it or something, and they're going to unsubscribe. It just doesn't end very well. You got to make sure you're keeping it clean when you have a big channel, because a lot of kids watch you. Now, me, I can make messed up jokes, but, you know, I don't have to. Nice try, bud. That's what I said to a YouTuber that has 7 million subs. I think that's kind of funny. Obviously, it's a complete joke. I'm not sitting here making fun of him, but I'm just making some jokes here, you know? I make them from time to time during my commentaries, but I'm also not sitting here trying to be funny necessarily when I'm really not. But I feel like he could definitely add more humor to his videos. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 7 for upload consistency. He uploads on a daily basis to his second channel and his main channel both. Now, he didn't miss a day on his second channel. He didn't upload, and I cried that day. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really watch that much YouTube, guys. But, yeah, he uploads consistently to 2 channels. That's definitely good. Doing well for himself there. And, I mean, I don't know exactly what he does on the second channel, like other games or vlogs. I guess that's probably a little bit easier. But, you know, he's putting out 2 videos a day on a regular basis. That's pretty good. Personality, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 7. Now, I don't know if you guys feel this way. I feel like he kind of fakes it. He kind of pretends to be more happy than he really is. He's always acting so hyped, like he gets super excited. You know, he doesn't say super excited like T Martin does, but he acts super excited. He acts like he's all so hyped up to play Call of Duty every single day. Probably had, like, I don't even know, 10 glasses of the G Fuel. He's just ready to go. He's all pumped up. Like, I don't know, who really gets that excited? I mean, I get it, you know, it's his job doing YouTube, you know, he has to make videos every day, and he's excited to do it. He has fun doing it, and I enjoy doing YouTube too, but I'm not going to pretend that I'm bouncing off the walls oh so happy 100% of the time. I mean, yeah, I'll yell YouTube gameplay just to kind of be funny, but, you know, I'm not sitting here pretending I'm happier than I really am. I'm being 100% honest here when I say this. I feel like if someone he knew, like, died that day, he'd still act like he's really excited to make a video, even if he really isn't. He would probably even avoid talking about it. I don't know, that's just me. I feel like his personality isn't 100% genuine. I feel like he's acting more excited than he really is. That's just me, though. And in general, you know, like I said, personality and humor, they kind of tie in. I don't think he's that funny of a guy. That's just me. You guys might not agree with me on that. Diversity, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 7. So he changes up the titles and the thumbnails a lot, right? He has a lot of different titles, different thumbnails. But, you know, if you really pay attention to what you're watching, he posts a lot of really similar videos. Now, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to post what you want, but you also should try to mix it up a little bit. I mean, you guys see that, generally speaking, 2 or 3 days in a row, I have some kind of different video up. You know, a lot of people have different types of videos up, and I feel like a lot of the videos he posts are kind of the same. So I'm going to read you guys the title, look at the thumbnail here. I guess I might show them up on screen, I'm not really sure, but, you know, I'm just going to do a little criticizing here, really. So his most recent videos, the most recent one was entitled Greatest Weapon Ever, and it was a live commentary with the Fury song. That's really what it was. You know, he's saying it's oh knife only, oh it's a cool weapon. You know, he's acting like it's really more exciting than it really is. It's basically, you basically ran out the knife, free skin. That's what you did for the full video, and you're saying, oh, it's the coolest weapon ever. I mean, you've had the weapon for a long time, haven't you? Now, I don't know if he just got the Fury song. I'm not really sure, but you know, he may have gotten it. It's been out for a while. I feel like he probably spent a bunch of COD points on trying to get it, right? I'm not really sure. But anyway, you know, greatest weapon ever, it's a knife. I think there's better weapons, personally. I don't know. Seemed like a little bit of a misleading title, in my opinion. The video from the day before was entitled Naked Challenge, and also, guys, he had an exclamation point on this one. The one before, he had an exclamation point in literally every video, in the past 5 videos at the least, and it was titled Naked Challenge, and it was literally him using a Pharaoh with no attachments. That's what it was. It was like a no attachments challenge. Now, I know people have, you know, made that kind of joke before, so it's Naked Challenge. You guys might think that's super funny. In the end, I mean, people are probably clicking on this video just because they think it's more messed up than it really is. The thumbnail's him shirtless, you guys nipples staring at you, you know? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this title is trying to make it seem more messed up than it really is. That's just me, especially with the thumbnail. The next one behind that is like OMG how with like exclamation points after, I guess it's something he said in the game. And it was just Bo3 Gun Game Live. And, you know, perfectly normal title, perfectly normal thumbnail. Nothing misleading at all about that. Perfectly fine, you know, just a live gun game. Which, I mean, like I said, though, not too diverse, but, you know, nothing misleading, so that's good. Definitely good. The next one was entitled OMG, it's here with like an exclamation point, which, you know, it's fine. He's excited about his new computer and such. I can completely understand that. Apparently it's some like really nice PC. And he, you know, talked about his computer for a little over a minute, and then he jumped into a live gameplay on PC. I guess it's a little different because it's on PC. In the end, you're playing Black Ops 3 Gun Game Live. That's literally the thing he did the next day. Again, it's live gameplay, same kind of deal. The one after that was titled The Laser Gun, which was him holding, it's like a ray gun coming out of his shoulder, it looked like in the thumbnail. I guess it looked like he was holding it. It seemed a little like a misleading thumbnail, you making it look like there's some kind of mod or some gun or something in the game that really isn't, which in the end it's an ICR. I guess he's not doing it to be misleading, he's just trying to make a funny little thumbnail. But yeah, it was an ICR live commentary. Nothing too special so far we're seeing here. The past 5 videos, all kind of the same theme, live commentary. Doesn't seem too special to me, not too diverse, but you know, he has done other videos in the past that are different. He does some news videos, he does some like vlog type videos, IRL stuff from time to time, and he does some challenges, so he mixes it up a little bit. 4 out of 7 I think is fair, but just for the simple fact, 5 past videos are all live gameplay commentaries. Nothing too special about that. Not changing that up too much, if you ask me. So the next one is design, which I'm going to give him a 7 out of 7. He has a very nice looking banner, and I don't know if he designed this himself. Somebody else might have made it for him. There's really no way to know. Oftentimes when somebody else makes a banner for them, they'll put their name on it. There's nobody else's name on it, so I'm pretty sure he just made it himself. Pretty clean looking banner overall. I think it looks pretty good. And, you know, I'll give him 7 out of 7 for that. The thumbnails overall, like I said, I do find them to be a little bit misleading, you know, like the one where it said greatest weapon ever. He's like making a face like he's yelling or something, like it's just a knife reskin. It's a knife reskin, like, I don't know. It's like he's trying to make it seem more exciting than it really is, which, I mean, you know, he has some nice cameras. He definitely edits it to make it look good. He adds some, like, glows and shadows and all the nice stuff to make good-looking thumbnails. So I'll give him a 7 out of 7 for design, though. I think he deserves a 7 out of 7 for that. You know, at least he tries to make good thumbnails. A lot of people don't try to make good thumbnails, and, you know, his banner's nice. Give him a 7 out of 7. I think that's fair enough. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 7 for editing. I would give him a 7 out of 7, but he always has his background music too loud. I always see this in the top comment of his videos. The person's like, oh, you know, the background music's too loud, turn it down. And he never really seems to turn it down. He has his background music too loud oftentimes, and it's really not hard to adjust the volume on the background music. Now, I know I have some problems with this kind of stuff myself, like the intro's too loud, and I try to turn it down, but here's my problem, right? If you're watching on PC, and you have the background music really soft, you can oftentimes hear it. But if you're on a phone, even if you have the background music pretty loud, you can't hear it. Now, what you gotta understand, I suppose, is that most people watch on their phone, so you need to make it adjusted so people on mobile can watch, for the most part. But then, you can't really please everyone, because sound just sounds different depending on if you're on a phone or if you're on a computer. So overall, guys, I'm giving him a 47 out of 59. I think he's an overall good YouTuber, but he's not the best, in my opinion. Even if he has, like, the most subscribers to that post-Call of Duty, I don't find him to be the best. I think there's room for improvement. You guys may or may not agree with me. This is not a video to, like, bash on him or anything, so if you're thinking that, no, this is just my honest opinion. I mean, I could, you know, say, oh, 7 out of 7, he's the best YouTuber ever. And then people, I'm sure some of you guys are subscribed to him, like, oh, yeah, cool. He gave him a good rating. Let's thumbs up the video. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to sit here, you know, think I'm getting more likes if I'm, you know, acting like he's the best YouTuber ever and I'm trying to be all nice and, you know, supportive of him. No, I'm just giving an honest review here. Like I said, overall, I think he's pretty good. Room for improvement. If I were him, I would be trying to switch up the content a little bit more, you know, do different types of videos, maybe some regular commentaries thrown in there, just different stuff in general, maybe try to make it a little bit funnier. And anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video, so leave a comment down below who I should do next, and also, just leave a like on this video if you guys want me to continue this series. I did a big YouTuber, I did someone that I think everyone knows, and, you know, so you guys actually know what I'm talking about for the most part, or a lot of you guys do. And I'm probably, from now on, if I continue this series, going to do bigger YouTubers. Now, I wanted to, like I said, originally make this like a tips-type videos. But, you know, I can't really do tips-type videos and entertain you guys because you guys don't know who I'm actually talking about. Because smaller YouTubers are just not very known. So, like I said, leave a like if you guys want me to continue this series. Follow me on social media. Links will be down in the description below. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. This has been Failing YouTuber Marvin, guys. Have a sexy day.